Hey everyone.
Hey, and welcome to After Hours here at Linda's Electric Quilters.
We have a special segment tonight, not something that we normally do, but we thought, why not show you some stretches, some ways to kind of take that little ache out of the back or the neck when you're quilting, right?
Definitely, yeah, this came from a few questions that we got during our Q&A session last week when we did it. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that, make sure you jump back and take a look at some of that really good information. But this was something that was requested, and I thought it would work out really cool for tonight.
Exactly, and we will have the PDF of what we're doing in the description below. It'll be a free download for you to get off of our website, so you don't have to like jot anything down. Just kind of watch it, get an idea. And what do you... Blah, 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 blah.
All right, that sounds good. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel. It's right down at that bottom right-hand corner. After you click on that subscribe button, make sure you click on the little bell that shows up so you can stay up to date with all things LEQ.
Exactly. So the kind of history behind what we're showing you today is we had a personal trainer / chiropractor come in and give us an idea of the different stretches we would need to do. So she watched us quilt for a day, and then she decided, okay, these are some stretches and some things that will make it easier for you to take that little ache out. So these stretches that we've come up with actually did come from a chiropractor, so that was kind of cool. And you'll see her picture and her information actually in that download.
Awesome.
Okay?
Cool. So are you going to head over to the machine and show them some stuff?
I am.
All right, let's do it.
Okay.
So Mom is heading over to our machine. First thing to note is every machine is a little bit different, so we're kind of giving you just a ballpark of where you're at when it comes to posture, but that is a huge thing. So when you grip onto your long arm machine, you want to make sure that your arms are staying nice and parallel. You don't want to have them bent up or bent down. That's going to require you to either slouch over or lean way back. You want a nice line of sight to the quilt to keep your back nice and straight and to help alleviate stress. One other thing is if you feel yourself pushing away too far when you are quilting, that's going to cause you to have to lean over. Try to keep things nice and close to you when you're doing your free motion quilting so you have a nice visual of what is going on. So now that we've tackled posture, let's look at a couple of stretches. So first thing you're going to do is let's interlace our fingers and press our palms out, keeping our arms nice in front of us, about shoulder height, and just giving yourself a little bit of a stretch forward while you're doing that. Hold that for a nice 15 seconds, relax, and repeat. Next thing we're going to do is our upper body stretch. So let's take our hands, interlace them together, palms up towards the ceiling. Keep our arms nice and parallel, stretch them up, and give it just a nice stretch towards the ceiling. That's going to help us with our shoulders and our upper back. Hold that for 15 seconds, relax, and repeat. One thing, do not hold your breath, Mom. Make sure you breathe when you're doing it. Next thing we're going to do is our neck stretch. So we're going to turn around, and we are going to put our arms behind our back, grab your one hand with your opposite arm, give it a nice pull, and turn your head. You're going to hold that for 10 seconds, relax for a second, and switch arm pulls and turn your neck the opposite way. Hold that for another 10 seconds, relax, and repeat. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is our arm stretch. We're going to grab a towel or a panel of fabric, whatever you've got available. Going to put that behind your back. And what you're going to do with your arms bent is just have one hand up at the top, one hand at the bottom, and slowly start to pull your bottom hand down towards you're kind of working up that towel or up that piece of fabric, just trying to bring those hands closer together to give yourself a nice stretch. Do not overextend yourself. Just go to where you feel comfortable. Hold it for a little bit, about 10-15 seconds, relax, and then you can switch your arms to do the same thing. Just maybe if Mom can grab the fabric. You got it. There you go. So you'll just work your way up that, pull until you're comfortable, hold that, and then relax. Make sure you're breathing the whole time you are doing this as well. Next thing that we're going to do in our stretching is our shoulder and chest stretch. So you're going to interlace your fingers behind your back, pushing your palms out, and you're just going to slowly lift up your arms and push out your chest just a little bit, just as far as you can go. Just a nice little stretch on that, just to really get that shoulder and chest stretch. Hold that for 15 seconds. Remember to keep your chest out and your chin in. The next one is going to be your wrist and forearm stretching. So we're going to start off with our wrist. You're going to wrap a nice soft rubber exercise band around your fist and secure it to the bottom of your foot. So just putting it right underneath that. And what you're going to be doing palm up is you're just going to be raising and lowering slowly your hand, keeping your forearm on your thigh. You'll see how Mom's got it laid down there on her thigh. You're going to do this about 12 repetitions of that in 3 sets. You can do it every other day. Look at me, I feel like a gym instructor.
Alrighty, the next one is just reversed. So we're basically laying it back on here, same technique, but you want to make sure you have the weight bearing onto your thigh, and you're just reversing it. You're just pulling up slightly off of it to kind of exercise that both. Stretch on those.
Now, Mom, what happens if they don't have an exercise band?
You can just do it by yourself, right?
Yep. Yeah, you're just pulling the range of motion out of it is really what that's doing.
Yeah, so if you don't have a band or you don't have something you can use, I just went and got this across the street at Walmart. You can just let it go. And it's just more of just getting the range of motion built in there. Just move your arm like this. That'll also work.
Exactly. Once you have done your right arm, both palm up and palm down, you'll switch over to your left arm and do the same thing.
Exactly.
Doing this every other day. Last but not least, we're moving on to our back exercises. So you're going to sit on the floor, and if you don't have an exercise band, you could use a towel, a rope, just something that provides a little bit of resistance. But you're just going to be rowing those arms back and forth, keeping your back nice and straight. You're going to do this for another 12 repetitions and 3 sets of that. Again, this one is an every other day one.
I can feel it working my shoulder blades for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Building up that strength. So, you did wonderful. That was a really quick video, but it just took you through some of those very simple stretches. You could see how easy they were.
Less than 5 minutes. Maybe 10 if you did all the repetitions, like you should, but you know. But yeah, so 5 to 10 minutes, you could do that stretch in the morning or in the afternoon, whenever you feel convenient for you or comfortable. You know, always, like we said in there, check with your doctor, make sure you're okay with doing those stretches and doing those movements before you do it. But it's really good, easy ways just to kind of get those muscles going, opening up. Because, I mean, when you're on a long arm, I mean, you would know this is really well, you get kind of stiff. And a lot of times, especially as a beginner, when you're getting used to it, you're holding on super tight, right? Like for dear life almost. Like, So you want to, number one, you want to loosen up your grip on your machine, no matter the brand you have. Just loosen up that grip, because it'll help those tension in the back and your arms.
Don't let go of the machine, though.
But don't let go. It'll just help the tension that's in your arms and your back. So just loosen up the grip first. Try moving the machine around with a looser grip, and you'll find that it moves just the same as if you hold it tight. It just has a lot less stress on your back and on your shoulders and on your hand. Keep that even motion like we were showing you over there, like that, and just quilt away.
And another thing also, when it comes to those back exercises, we had you sitting on the floor. If you can't make it onto the floor, that's okay. At least stand at your long arm and just hold it and move it back and forth.
Yeah,
You're kind of building that same repetition. It's not the exact feel, but if you can't make it onto the floor, which I completely understand, at least you're getting that same motion. You're just trying to get that range of motion in your shoulders.
Or, I didn't even think about this, you could do it in your bed. You can sit in your bed, and if you want to have your band up there, just so you don't have to go to the floor, get the same effect that you're looking for, and just sitting in the bed or the couch.
Awesome.
All right.
We are not health professionals. We are not doctors, but that's just stuff that we've pulled around over the years.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoy that quick and easy, fun video. Just another tip to help us as quilters, and hopefully help you as quilters. In the quilting world, right?
Awesome. Alrighty, well, thank you all so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.